Guys, welcome to the channel. Please excuse my voice. I'm kind of losing it, but I have to show you this beautiful Seiko Prospex, the SBDC051. This is a JDM release. It was just released this week in Japan, and I was really excited about this one. So I ordered one. I was able to find a company that had them in stock, both the black and the blue, and it just arrived yesterday, and I want to share with you my first impressions of the watch. Now, I will say right off the bat, if you're a fan of Seiko, if you love Seiko divers, this one is right up your alley. So check out this case. Look at these lines. Look at the polished and the brushed surfaces, how they're alternating, how those lugs sweep down and arc and play with the sun. Oh my goodness, this is a gorgeous watch. It's very, very sharp. The circular brushing on the top of the lugs look very clean. And it's a fun one. It's comfortable too. I have 7.25 inch wrists. You can see it kind of hugs my wrist really well, kind of conforms to the natural curvature, and yeah, really pops in real life, really pops. Part of that's due to the bezel insert. You can kind of see a gloss finish, very reminiscent of this Marine Master 300, but not quite as glossy. It's a steel insert that they put a lacquer coating over top. So it has a very nice aesthetic, but it doesn't have the scratch resistance of ceramic. This watch has applied indices. They're polished, they're deep filled with Luma Bright, and they look very sharp. The Luma Bright is awesome too. It's very potent. I'd say it's probably akin to a Seiko Sumo level quality. It's not quite as potent as a Marine Master or a Tuna, but it's up there. It's really good. The handset is long and large. You've got the pointer hour hand and the long minute hand, and they really have some good surface area for the Luma Bright, so this is a very legible watch at night. Now, Seiko's done two things that I think will be really well received within the watch community. The first thing is they fitted this, instead of a hard Lugs crystal, you have a domed sapphire crystal, and the sapphire crystal has AR coating on the underside, so you can see kind of the sheen here, this bluish green sheen, which is really sharp. I'm really happy that they did that. So we have some added scratch resistance, and we can cut down on some reflections there. The other thing that's kind of cool is you can also get some distortions of the dial, because this is a domed sapphire crystal, and just from extreme angles this looks pretty cool. The other thing that I'm really glad is they've put a decent bracelet on here for once. Normally the bracelet is Seiko's Achilles heel, but this one's actually pretty good. You can see a raised center link, very nice finish work. The bracelet as well as the case is DeaShield coated, so you'll get some extra scratch resistance here. But the thing that's great is you can see a milled style clasp instead of polished pressed metal, which is what you kind of normally see from Seiko. There's the clasp closed. You get a little dive extension, 4 micro adjustment holes, and a flip lock push button release system. So the bracelet's great. They're still using the pin and tube or the pin and collar system, but actually the bracelet is really nice to wear. So what I think about this watch, what are my overall first impressions? I am head over heels for this thing. This thing is beautiful. It's very nicely executed. It's comfortable. It's legible. It hits the sweet spots for me. You know, it's got a beautiful case. It's got that dynamic looking crystal with the coin edging on the bezel. There's some nice symmetry with the crown texture and the bezel texture. It just looks great on my wrist. It feels nice and hefty too. This feels quality. I really like it. Are there downfalls to it? Yeah, every watch has downfalls. I think the first one and the biggest one to me is actually on the milled clasp. The edges are a little bit sharp. I might actually file the edges down a little bit because I'm getting some hot spots on the back of my wrist from the clasp only. The bracelet, butter smooth, but the clasp, the milled clasp, is still a little bit sharp, I think. How's the alignment? Well, let's see here. I can pull mine over to the right so it's off just a hair, or I can line it up and it sticks pretty well. So the alignment is good, but it's not super perfect or precise like what you'd see on a Swiss watch. This seems to be pretty par for the course from Seiko. Yeah, a little disappointing, yeah, because I can move it and so it's skewed slightly, but most of the time it's just lined up perfectly. This is the bezel action. It's got a nice smooth action. The grip is really easy with this proud coin edging. I'd say the bezel action is nicer than what's on a Sumo and a Monster, but not quite as good as what you'd find on the Marine Master 300. So what do I think about this watch so far? You guys know I love it. Where does it fit in the market? Is it worth $800? If you're a Seiko nut, yes, go out and buy one. You'll love it. I love mine. If you're new to Seiko, I'd say don't spend $800 on your first Seiko watch. Buy an SRP 777. Buy the Turtle. Spend $200. Catch the Seiko fever, and then go up from there. Before you know it, you'll be wanting the Tuna and the Marine Master and the SBDC051. I think that's the way to go. But I think Seiko has done a very compelling watch. I think it will be popular. I'd like to see them do some special edition versions, maybe some extra color schemes, because I think they have a hit on their hands with this watch. So people have been asking, where did you get yours, Bruce? So I've gotten a few questions over Facebook about that already. They're hard to find. So I sent some emails to several Japanese companies because I knew this would be released on the 21st. And one company emailed me back. It's japanonlinestore.com. The owner, Kenta, he emailed me directly. He said, yes, I have both in stock. I have the black and the blue, and I can ship by this date. So I bought from japanonlinestore.com. I paid about 98,000 yen, so I paid almost full price for mine, but I really, really wanted to get it quickly. It shipped from Japan to Utah in 3 days. I couldn't be happier. So I'll leave a link to the site where I bought mine. They are one of the very few places that have both colors in stock, the black and the blue. So that's where I got mine. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Please reach out to me, and I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.